Just to give you an idea, check this out. This is the tightest seat ever. And almost 1,000 flights. I've never sat.
This is a regular.
No, this is not regular. This has got about a 14-inch bit. The distance between the seat in front of you. In fact, I wonder if these seats will even go back. I bet they're fixed and they won't go back. Let's see. Yeah, that's what they did. They pitched them so they couldn't go back. So
Yeah, it's like Spirit Airlines.
This is worse than Spirit. I've been on. This is. You know what? I haven't been on Spirit in 20 years, so maybe Spirit's like this now. I mean, this is worse than Southwest. This is. But you know, we fly Cebu Pacific quite a bit, and never has it been this tight.
Yeah, the new ones on Frontier are kind of like this too.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy crap! You'd have to be a dwarf.
And they don't recline.
You'd have to be pretty small.
Yeah.
Did James and
Not yet.
not yet? Randy and Layer flew up. They were behind us.
I think they waited.
Wait until the end?
Yeah.
Probably.
I mean, just like you said, you know, the seat's not gonna go.
Seat's not going anywhere.
But then you're right.
Well, I didn't rush, but I thought it was going to be, you know, I thought they were going to actually do a reel, but I should know better than to listen to them anymore. Just be at the end, come at the end. It's easier.
Do you need the
What do you need?
air?
I can't hear you.
If you want the air.
Trust me, she knows how to get it. But that's fine. That's being nice.
Wrong number kayo.
Welcome to AirAsia. Going the valley. We changed the minds. Going the valley. Well, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. It's Mike and Arlen, our Philippine journey. If you can see behind me, don't look. We're still unpacking and trying to get a few things done and still get a few videos out. Hey, we had a wonderful trip to Thailand. It was much different than it was in the past, but today we're going to go through how we exited Manila. So if you are a foreigner, pay attention to this because it will impact you. If you're a Filipina or Filipino, pay attention to this because it may impact you. All right? So let's get on with the good, the bad, and the ugly. As you're aware, again, just to give you a background, 3 couples, 3 Americans, 2 married, 2 Filipinas, 1 with a Filipina girlfriend. The 2 married guys are 13A visas, and the 1 boyfriend is a SRRV. Just thought I'd throw that out there. to make matters a little bit more concerning was the issue of the fact that the girlfriend had never been out of the country before. She had a totally clean passport. Now, I would like to say we have a ton of video footage to show you exactly where to go and what to do. We don't, because all of that is off limits. Cannot video around there. So we're going to go through it. We're going to go as quickly as we can, and then we're going to discuss, well, whatever. Okay, first off, when you arrive, you're going to arrive to NAIA, because we're assuming it's a NAIA. We're assuming you're flying out of Manila, and we assume you're flying out of Terminal 3. Now, there are some international flights out of Terminal 1 as well, or 2. I can't remember. My daughter usually flies in on Japan Airlines, and I think that's Terminal 2. But anyways, at Terminal 3, you will arrive upstairs on the second floor. That's the departures floor. If you take the bus, the Genesis bus, the point-to-point from Angeles City to Terminal 3, you will arrive on the lower level, first floor. So you'll have to enter, turn to the right, and go up the escalator to the second floor. Nice thing, the security check of X-ray going into the building has been discontinued at Terminal 3. That really helps a lot. You're going to go through security. You're going to have to show your ticket and everything else to get into the building, but you don't have to wait for everything to be X-rayed like you used to do. This changed a couple months ago. Item number 2. When you purchased your tickets, you should have had the option to purchase the tourist exit tax, all right, or the Philippine exit tax. They don't call it a tourist tax. It's an exit tax, and correctly so. It's an exit tax because it applies to everybody. That being said, watch the previous videos and learn whether the exit tax applies to you. On your sheet, on your information from the ticketing entity, where it says details, somewhere in there it's going to say Philippine travel tax. If it doesn't say that, if you haven't purchased it at the time that you purchased the ticket, or you can, with Cebu Pacific, go online and purchase it later. But if you have not purchased it, then you will need to stop at one of a dozen travel tax kiosks that are at the entrances on the sides of each one of the entryways into the baggage online, into the ticketing area. Because remember, you're online ticketed, but you don't have the international boarding pass, and you won't have an international boarding pass until you check in online. Now, theoretically, you are supposed to go get your exit clearance. Again, previous video, look it up. All right, you're supposed to go through baggage check-in, through ticket check-in, ticketing, and baggage drops, and then take that over and get your exit clearance. However, what we found was we came in on the second floor. We walked in. We immediately turned to the left. We went to the end of the secure area into the not secure, but the baggage area. All right. And into the area where all of the government agencies are. To the left, once you walk in. All right. To the left and to the back. Once you walk in, they made me shut my camera down 3 times, and then they really started looking nasty at me, so I put it away. You'll see where you go. Again, my suggestion is fill the forms out in advance. Glue your photo to it just like it says you're supposed to. Previous video, check it out. All right. And you walk up there. I will tell you right now, it was a 10-minute ordeal, but there was nobody in line at all. So took 10 minutes to get it done, paid the fee, about, I don't know, $2,250 or something like that. Less than 3,000 pesos for the exit clearance. My wife did not need an exit clearance because she's a Filipino citizen. As an American citizen and you've been here for a certain period of time, you will have to have that exit clearance. So then we go, and so we did that because we arrived before our friends arrived. And we did something they didn't do, and I highly suggest you do it. Check in online. Our friends didn't check in online. The queue to check in was about 100 people deep. All right. However, if you had already checked in online, had your EEC, paid your travel tax, you went to a different line, bag drop, the baggage drop line. And that's where they issued our boarding passes. Took us about 10, 15 minutes. We waited an hour for our friends to get their ticket boarding pass. Then they had to go over to get their exit clearance. In the meantime, the fastest any of us got through immigration from the time we arrived at the airport. We timed each one of us. I timed each one of us because we had different routes to take. The fastest anybody made it was 2 hours and 20 minutes. It took 2 hours and 20 minutes to check in, get the exit clearance, drop your bags, get to immigration. And immigration was kind of strange. Our friend who had a girlfriend who had never traveled outside of the country, they were not married, they didn't say squat to her. And we were all afraid she was going to get offloaded, which the Philippines is notorious for offloading instances where they feel there might be something amiss. Arlen and I got questioned pretty reasonably, and it was kind of funny. I think the problem was the immigration officer could not understand why Arlen was presenting a Philippine passport when she had a U.S. visa green card page inside her passport. And they started, well, why aren't you a U.S. citizen? Well, I'm not a U.S. citizen because I don't want to become a U.S. citizen. We want to live here. There's no need for her to be a U.S. citizen. And as little as we travel back and forth, there's no advantage to it because it would just expire appointment after appointment because those appointments have to be in person. So it took us about 15 minutes, and then I think the immigration officer thought something might be up, so he tagged us, or somebody tagged us, or the computer tagged us for random bag search. So we go through security, and that was fine, but then when we had to go through You go through security and did a random bag search. So we got all that done. So now we're in the airport. We've got it all done. We're on our way. In the next video, we're going to show you what we did and went through for immigration going into Thailand, and then how we encountered the first Thailand scam right there at the airport, and how we handled it and what we should have done but did not do. So we hope you'll stick around for that. We hope also, as you see us take off, you'll enjoy us enough to like, subscribe, and hit that thumbs up. That really helps us a lot. And of course, as always, we really appreciate you watching. You guys have a great day. Next video will be on our arrival in Bangkok.